Good morning. Welcome to JP's Morning Brief for April 10th, 2026. All right. Good morning, everybody. And here we go. I am so upset this morning that I did not get, oh man, I've tried to do this with a straight face, that I didn't get an invitation to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding on the 3rd of July. I could have sworn I was their best friends, but I didn't get anything. And then my daughter said, Dad, name me 3 songs that Taylor Swift sings, and I couldn't do it. I named 2 out of the hundreds of songs she's got. I was able to name 2. Tim McGraw and Love Story. That was all. I don't know any others. So I thought I had her going last night until she said, Dad, name me 3 songs from Taylor Swift. And it didn't work. So I'm stuck doing the podcast still. All right. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the morning brief. As we get started, and after I got everybody left. Plus, I threw a little bit of math at everybody this morning when I was on the live chat. I said I was going to be getting started at 8:30 8:30 Atlantic time, and then I put 6:30 Central. Yeah, that's cool. I'm here. It's 6:30 Central, 8:30 Atlantic time. All right, but my buddy Richard here, he said I slipped him up. Man, that's all right. Hey, we all got to get a good laugh, especially it's Friday. We're marching into the weekend tomorrow. I hope everybody's got some plans that have a little bit of time to enjoy themselves. Hopefully, these ceasefire talks start tomorrow like they're supposed to. We shall see how stuff progresses. I got conflicting reports of on online and on the TV about the number of ships that's gone through the Strait of Hormuz. Um, I don't know. But okay, so let's get started on the morning. On the morning, we have to go through our uh, our morning ritual, which is click the follow button if you are not already a follower of our channel, which is the JPA report. This is the morning brief, though, and then give my episode here a like, with a thumbs up like, and then chat with us. Rumble gave us this valuable tool called the live chat. Um, Throw some stuff in there. I will respond back to you. We got Covite for life. He likes to help out people and stuff. We just want to have a good time and talk over some good conservative stuff and a little bit of American history at the beginning. So with that segue, right, we're going to go into America 250. I got 2 things that happened this day in 1776. The first one, 1,000 Continental Army soldiers secured Governor's Island to strengthen the defenses inside of New York City. Um, I think Governor's Island is called something else now, but yeah. So that happened, and then in North Carolina, the provincial Congress ordered the formation of 2 additional regiments and had them report to the Continental Army also. All right. So that's your America 250 for this day. For the 10th of April, this afternoon when I do the JPA report will be the 11th of April because tomorrow's Saturday. All right. My 82nd Airborne mug. I've had that one for years. I served with them in Iraq in 2007, 2008. All right. So the Iran update, Operation Epic Fury. This is the 3rd day of the ceasefire. 12 ships have, okay, so what I've read was 12 ships have made it through the Strait of Hormuz. And then I heard this morning 3 ships had made it through, but they were not oil tankers. I don't know which way to believe at this moment. Let's just hope we get a whole lot through. Now, I heard there's like 3,200 ships that are just waiting to move out of the Gulf into the Arabian Sea. Um, I don't know if that's right either. From since I get these conflicting stuff, Australia rules out any offensive action in the Strait. Uh, Ceasefire talks start. Okay, I had written today, but it's tomorrow in Pakistan. It may start today, Pakistan, um, Pakistan time, or what is it? Tomorrow, Pakistan time. Today, our time, because uh, I believe the difference in time between here and Pakistan is, I believe, 11 and a half hours. Hey, Richard, if you could check on that, what is the time difference between here and um, in Pakistan? All right. And just put it up on the live chat. All right. And I'll repeat it out to everybody if you don't mind. All right. Kuwait and Saudi Arabia oil routes were attacked by drones yesterday. Former Iran Foreign Minister Kamal Karazi dies from airstrike injuries, and I'm sad to say he didn't find his 72 virgins. Sucks to be him. Uh, the U.S. is to host Israeli-Lebanese peace talks next week at the State Department in Washington, D.C. And then Senator John Fetterman last night on Fox News, this was an absolute great quote. I mean, I do not, for the most part, agree with anything that Senator John Fetterman, Mr. Carhart himself, says politically or believes politically, but he said this quote: "Iran is a 47-year-old war crime." Perfect sense. That was absolutely perfect sense. Um, hey, you know, a squirrel gets a nut every now and then, right? Brent crude oil is trading at $97.35 a barrel. West Texas Intermediate is at $91.26 a barrel. And then the Dow Jones closed yesterday up $275.88 to 48,185.80. We are actually above 48,000 again, which is good. We're 1,900 points away from hitting 50,000, which we were right before the war started. All right. And then to give you an idea of, we'll just take a quick jog down memory lane to yesterday morning. The price of Brent was 97.68, and today it's 97.35. So it's dropped about 30 cents from this time yesterday morning. And West Texas Intermediate actually rose about 60 cents because yesterday morning it was $90.60, and this morning it's $91.26. Okay, so oil is about stabilized from yesterday to today, and so that's what it's looking like right now. All right. Um, to get off into the brief, Artemis 2, it will splash down in the Eastern Pacific off the coast of San Diego this evening, about 8:07 Eastern time. And if you're looking at time difference, that would be 7:07 Central time. Okay, so so you add 9 hours to get to Pakistan. That's what Kuwait for Life is saying. So right now it's 6:40. So we add 9 hours. Okay, let's say if it's 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, that'd be 4 o'clock. Right now it's 3:40. Okay, so it's late in the afternoon in Pakistan right now. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Okay, and I'll give you a quick Thank you. And you know what? If you're on here, give Covite for life. Give him an American flag. All right. Appreciate that. That's some good stuff going on there. All right. So meanwhile, back to this. Yeah, Artemis 2 is splashing down this evening in the Eastern Pacific at 8:07 Eastern. And then here we go. This is the fun stuff here. Trump. Okay, I got this from the New York Post. Hold on just a second here. I just need to check something on. Oh, cool. All right. So I got to get something ready real quick. Okay, just give me a second here. Give me a hot minute. No, a New York minute. Just got to get something set up here. Okay, so I just got set up for the raid. One of the producers for Vince is going to be doing the show this morning, so I want to give him a little bit of a little boost. Okay, we don't have the big numbers as Vince does, but Vince is a great podcaster and a great radio shows. All right, so yesterday President Trump went off on the nut jobs, which you will see this afternoon because I'm naming the episode this afternoon Nut Jobs, okay? I already got it written down. So President Trump lashed out at 4 right-wing critics of the Iran war yesterday, describing them as nut jobs and losers and will say anything to get their attention. Matter of fact, I will actually read what the. Let me see here. Refresh. Where is it? Give me. And where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. So this is what the president wrote on Truth Social yesterday. Okay, just bear with me. Oh my goodness, what did I get myself into? I know why Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Candace Owens, and Alex Jones have been fighting me for years, especially by the fact that they think it is wonderful for Iran, the number one state sponsor of terror, to have a nuclear weapon because they have one thing in common: low IQs. They're stupid people. They know it. Their families know it. Everyone else knows it too. Look at their past. Look at their record. They don't have what it takes, and they never did. They've been thrown off television, lost their shows. They haven't even invited. They're not even invited on TV because nobody cares about them. They're nut jobs, troublemakers, and will say anything necessary for some free and cheap publicity. Now they think they got some clicks because they have third-rate podcasts, but nobody's talking about them, and their views are opposite of MAGA. Or I wouldn't have won the presidential election in a landslide. MAGA agrees with me and just uh, gave CNN a 100% approval rating of Trump, not hands flailing fools like Tucker Carlson, who couldn't even finish college. He was a broken man when he got fired from Fox. He's never been the same. Perhaps he should see a good psychiatrist, or even Megyn Kelly, who had nastily asked me the now famous only Rosie O'Donnell question, or crazy Candace Owens, who accuses highly respected First Lady of France of being a man when She is not, and will hopefully win lots of money in the ongoing lawsuit. Actually, to me, the First Lady of France is far more beautiful woman than Candace. In fact, it's not even close. Or bankrupt Alex Jones, he's from Austin, uh, who says some of the dumbest things and lost his entire fortune, as he should have, for his horrendous attack on the families of the Saniac shooting victims, ridiculous claiming it was a hoax. It wasn't a hoax because I saw it on TV as it happened. Um, these so-called pundits are losers, and they always will be. Now, fake news CNN, the failing New York Times, and all the radical left news organizations are hailing them and giving them positive press for the first time in their lives. They're not MAGA, they're losers. They're just trying to latch on to MAGA. As president, I could get them on my side. I could get them on my side anytime I want to. But when they call, I don't return their calls because I'm too busy on world and country affairs. And after a few times, they go nasty, just like Marjorie Taylor. Oh wait a minute, Marjorie Trader Brown. But I no longer care about their stuff. I only care about doing the right for our country. MAGA is about winning strength and is not allowing Iran to have a nuclear weapons. MAGA is about making America great again, and these people have no idea how to do that, but I do because the United States is now the hottest country anywhere in the world. President Donald J. Trump. That was cool, right? I mean, if you like that, put an American flag in the chat. That was really good thing. And you know what? One thing I have to say about that is this: Make America Great Again. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'm on fire this morning. That was really cool thing that that the president said on Truth Social yesterday. That was cool. All right. But we'll just move on to other stuff, and I can cover this entirety this afternoon, right? Oh my goodness, man, that was cool. What do you think about that? That was really cool. Hold on just a second, I gotta refresh. And then yesterday in a pro forma session of the House of Representatives, because everybody's at home doing district work or vacations, however you classify it, right? But so yesterday the the Democrats in the House um, try to pass a War Powers Act against the president, right? But that wasn't successful. House Republicans shot down an attempt by Democrat lawmakers Thursday to curb President Donald Trump's war powers amid a 2-week ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran. A group of House Democrats, led by Congressman Glenn Ivey from Maryland, sought to pass a war powers resolution by unanimous consent during a pro forma session Thursday morning. Uh, if you didn't know pro forma, I could talk about that sometime again if you want, but that's a like an in between session. So what they do is they keep a pro forma session going on to prevent the House going into recess, to prevent if the House and the Senate are in recess, the president can make recess appointments. And for like I think about 2 decades, they've kept the sessions going to prevent both Democrat and Republicans for making 1 year recess appointments. Okay. Uh, a group of House Democrats led by Glenn Ivey sought to pass a war powers resolution by unanimous consent during a pro forma session Thursday morning. Representative Chris Smith, Republican from New Jersey, who presided over the pro forma, gavelled out session before recognizing the Maryland Democrat on the floor. Oh my goodness, man. Couldn't even get a word in edgewise, right? The war powers measure supported by House Democrat leadership would have ended the Iran conflict and blocked Trump from taking further action absent congressional approval. Congress needs to consider this. The time has come. The time has come, Ivey said after Smith adjourned the session. The floor battle comes as House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries has demanded the House leadership immediately reconvene the chamber and vote to check Trump's war powers in Iran. The House is currently in a 2-week recess and is not expected to formally reconvene until the week of April 13th. And the House never reconvenes on a Monday. Monday is usually a travel day, so it'll be Tuesday the 14th. All right? Oh, my goodness, man. That's just so funny. Oh, my goodness, man. Shut up! Go eat breakfast. Let's see. And then in this, I'm probably going to end it on this because I'm like 9 minutes till. We'll see. All right. Supreme Court blocks candidate from alleged GOP infiltration scheme exposed. This is why I support closed primaries in the state of Texas. Because of this nonsense that I'm about to read about. So this joker is a progressive liberal. And it happens all over. I mean, we even have rumors inside of our county about a certain Republican that's really a Democrat, right? But he says he's a Republican. But, you know, we got people infiltrating into our process and making themselves look like they're conservatives or even just plain Republicans, and they're not. And they're getting Republicans beat because the Democrats go, oh, I'm going to vote for this guy even though he's a Republican and he's really a Democrat. So the Supreme Court of the United States got involved in this one. And it's about a young man. I think he's young. His name is Sam Ronan from Ohio, okay? The Supreme Court on Thursday rejected a self-described progressive candidate bid to enter the Ohio Republican primary, leaving in place a decision by a state elections official to disqualify him for misrepresenting his party affiliation. Samuel Ronan, a former Democrat state and national candidate, attempted to run as a Republican in Ohio's 15th congressional district against GOP incumbent Representative Mike Carey. To do so, he signed a declaration of candidacy under penalty of election falsification, swearing he was a member of the Republican Party. However, court documents filed in U.S. District Court note Ronan was caught publicly admitting that his candidacy was part of a calculated strategy to run Democrats as Republicans in deep red districts to get a foot in the door. A Republican voter, Mark Scherer, filed the protest with the Franklin County Board of Elections, presenting social media posts and interviews as evidence of Ronan's scheme to trick GOP voters. Ronan claimed in his application he did not lie about his affiliation, citing party deviations by politicians, including former President Ronald Reagan, President Donald Trump, and hundreds of others, according to a report from Courthouse News Service. After the election board tied among party lines, Ohio Secretary of State Frank LaRose stepped in to toss Ronan off the ballot. And LaRose said the case is similar to the integrity of the electoral process, slamming Ronan's alleged mission to infiltrate the party during court filings. And he appealed it to the U.S. Court of Appeals and lost. And then they appealed it to the Supreme Court. And they said, no, you lied, you tried to cheat. Democrats are known for lying, cheating, and stealing. Man, this goes back to LBJ here in Texas. The rumor was back in the 30s, that in the 1930s, almost 100 years ago, that Lyndon Baines Johnson, I think it was the 30s or the 40s, Lyndon Baines Johnson, future president of the United States, but when he was in the Senate, he was actually, I'm telling you, this is just legend. They were registering voters from cemeteries to vote for the Democrats in Texas. I don't know how true that is. It's legend. It's an urban legend. But, that's how it goes. That is why all but 17 states in the United States have closed primaries. Even California has a jungle primary. It needs to go away, okay? Matter of fact, it may go away after June 2nd when Hilton and Bianco clinched first and second place in the California primary for governor, and they're both Republicans, and shut out the entire Democrat Party. Which there's another misconduct allegations. Dog Swalwell as Democrat rivals sees opening in governor's California race. They're killing each other, and Hilton and Bianco aren't really going after each other, even though Hilton got endorsed by the president. But if they can ride this wave into June and get first and second place, California will finally have Republican governors since Arnold Schwarzenegger. Okay? And these two guys right here are conservatives. All right? But what I'm saying about Mr. What's his name? Ronan? Mr. Ronan's a Democrat. And he puts in there about Trump and Reagan, they're former Democrats. They totally left the Democrat Party years before they became Republicans, right? So there's history of them voting Republican before they ran for president. This joker is a Democrat, and I don't know how old he is. Does it say how old he is? This guy looks young. Wait a minute. And he faked the picture of himself. Okay, so I'll show you this right off the paper, okay? That's off of his campaign ad, right? See look at that. If you can focus it in. Okay, right there. And then you want to see what his current picture looks like? That's his current picture. Lying, cheating, and stealing. Because that's two different people. This one looks like he's in his early 20s. This one looks like he's in his 40s. Oh, wow. This is why here in Texas, we need to hurry up and win this court battle, closing our primaries to Democrats, the Purifier Party, so we get legitimate Republican candidates in office. All right? That is, wow. Man. So that's the morning brief, because it is 25 seconds to 7 a.m. So I am going to get ready. I'm going to throw this over to Vince, and then I will see everybody at noon Central Time for the JPA report. We'll go more into this stuff. Oh my goodness, man. Of lying, cheating, and stealing. Wow, really. All right. Y'all have a good morning. Go get some good breakfast, and I'll get set up for the JPA report. All right, so I'm initiating the raid right now. Confirm. And you got 12 seconds. So this is James Pierce. I'll catch you on the flip side. I think I need to stop drinking the hot chocolate. I'm out.